And just like a priest, you're probably gonna have to do something after. But it ain't penance. Confessions at 7 on Wild 94.1.
All right, first of all, just got a hit from Officer Frank from TPD. Big shout out to my man Frank Noel. He says Hillsborough High School walk is every year to answer Rich's question from Seminole Elementary. It symbolizes their matriculation through school from kindergarten through graduation. 12 or 13 blocks, pretty much shows that the whole, trajectory of their education. So that's to give you the true Hollywood story on that joint from behind the scenes. All right.
Very informative this morning.
You ask any other questions? You asked, hey, anybody got some tickets to the Bucks game? So if y'all want to make that happen too, since Rich gets to make requests out here. All right. This comes from it says Karen. Oh my God, Karen.
Karen. Oh no.
All right, Karen wrote, "Dear Freak Show, my husband and I just had to strip our 16 and 14-year-olds ApplePay privileges because my little beautiful idiots think that they're rich. We are about 30 minutes from dinner and my youngest decides he wants some lemonade and drank the last of it. I told him, now you're going to have water with dinner because we're eating shortly, so go get out of my kitchen. I guess he thought, hell I am, because as we're eating dinner, the ring cam goes off and there's a DoorDash delivery of a gallon of lemonade.
Oh, hell no.
The cockiness of a 14-year-old who walks in thinking he has his own gallon of lemonade is already laughable. But it was $5 plus $4 in fees, and he tipped the guy $4. This lemonade cost us $14. Is he out of his mind? Another time, my oldest, who is 16, walked by me with a CVS bag, and when I asked him what it was, he said he needed a new toothbrush. It was $5.50, but plus the fees and his tip, this toothbrush ran us $13. Both times, the deadpan look as we explained that you pay extra for one item to come to the house made me so angry that they just don't get it. So we're over it. My husband and I are back to holding the purse strings. It's either that or me punching one of them little people in the forehead. Please shout out my kids and tell them that they're stupid. And this is signed Karen.
I mean,
shout out to the kids for being smart.
Karen's kids, stop spending your parents' money. You're triple spending on stuff that you're not supposed to. A $5 thing costs $5 if you wait until your mom goes to the store. Because I'm sure, as all of us who have kids, when you ask your kid, hey, you need anything? You're in your bathroom, you need anything? That's when you say, hey, I need a new toothbrush.
Yes.
And they grab it for you as opposed to you ordering it and tipping like you...
Yeah.
Like you, Mr. Bezos.
But, Mommy, I didn't want to get in trouble for not brushing my teeth.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
Man,
you told me to brush my teeth.
Shut your mouth.
Mom, you told me to brush my teeth and I didn't have a toothbrush.
Give me one of your Christmas gifts back because the lemonade just knocked one of those out.
But you know what? The thing I'm thinking about is there's a reason why these kids have access to this. It's because they've been ordering stuff before that, though.
Well, that's because the parents gave them rights. And I don't know if anybody if that's the norm. I mean, I refuse to give my kids access to my card.
To your card.
Because they are very whimsical with it and they don't think.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't want to be somewhere and then just seeing ting, ting, ting. I'm like, you got to check in with me. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can call it controlling or whatever, but I just don't trust them with that yet. I have failed on that part to show them that money kind of.
Yeah, I had my own debit card. I opened up my own account. My mom, took me all that stuff so I could spend my own money.
But
and
you were working, though.
Yes.
That's different. These kids don't sound like they working. My kids ain't got no jobs. If you don't have a job, I don't think you should have access to it just immediately. Your parents should be the one funding that for you, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to teach your kids about money and how to spend, I think that's a good way to do it. I'm a big fan in my household, and this can go left real fast for you, so you got to be careful about it, but throwing stuff out in front of the kid or at least threatening it. So I would take said debit card or whatever access and put it over the trash can and take the card with a pair of scissors and cut it up in front of them so they know that they can't.
I don't even think they think that way anymore. That's kind of old school because they have it in their phone locked into that, what do they say, Apple Pay? So they have it in the digital. They don't look at it like that.
They don't have a physical card?
No, I mean they do, but I'm saying I don't think the kids see it as.
Some people have a Venmo card.
All right, 888-429-0941. What kind of access these kids got in your house? All right, Freaks got the parents up in arms this morning. A parent out of the 813, they're like, did anybody miss the fact that she told him he was drinking water and he ordered a lemonade?
Yeah.
Problem solving skills.
Yeah, that's a little bit low key disrespectful. This says, as I was setting up my kid's Kindle, I had to put in the Amazon account, but I forgot to put a passcode so they wouldn't order anything. I started seeing charges, and it took me a couple of days to figure out where it was coming from, and I had to block my son, who was 6 at the time, ordering more stuff.
Oh, my God. At 6?
Because
That's
they
nuts.
watch you do it, and so they know how to do it.
Yeah.
They're like, mommy gets it like this, so I can do it too.
It's like, oh, yeah, Amazon. Bow. That's insane. All right, then wait. Oh, man, I got Carl in here. Carl's back for the new year. What up, man?
Hello.
You there? Well, I don't have him.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. The phones need to be reset?
I don't know. Like this. Let me see. Let me try.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to put you on hold.
Stay there.
Hello, out. Yeah.
Yeah, the phones need to be reset.
Yeah. All right. Y'all got to hold on.
All right, you guys go back and forth. I'll be right back.
Yeah. This is
All right,
insane.
so I'm going to go off a couple of more texts that I see. And this one out of the 863 said, I had to take my card off of the game. My son would buy things and then say that they would give them back in cash later and never did. Also, didn't make sure I had the funds on the card before they would spend the money.
There's a whole bunch of mentions about giving them chores and stuff like that. I mean, that still it's a problem because they don't understand how much it's like. I mean, put it this way: if you guys are an Amazon family and it's packages showing up all the time, kids see that as okay, that's free run. That they don't understand that if you order a toothbrush and it gets sent through that process, you're taxing double. You're paying double, maybe even triple with the tip. Like, you know, a $5 one costs $15, basically how they basically described it. So if you're looking at that, that's the lesson that you got to do. We're kind of failing when it comes to teaching them about money and how it plays because this whole delivery to the doorstep is standard now.
It's convenient.
But it's not though. It's not convenient when you look at the money. The money differential means, you know, hey, we are taxing ourselves and going to go broke.
It's a lot.
Because we're paying something that usually is a $5 purchase, like a hamburger, and we paying 3-4x.
Mm-hmm. It is so much money, especially when you get it delivered. Out of the 407, my daughters have debit teen cards, so they can use their own money. Everyone can also Zelle them money, or they can deposit checks from Christmas.
Yeah, I think that you can have their own money if they're using that, but still, you got to teach them a lesson, or they're gonna be broke.
Yeah,
I like the chores thing though, because then it's like, all right, if you guys want to buy things, then you got to work it off. So then the kids correlate it with working.
We're
like,
doing that right
damn,
now
I
in my
gotta
house.
work.
We
Yeah.
have a point system right now in my house. My daughter, for some reason, all of her friends have Stanley Cups. And I was like, we are not doing the whole Stanley Cup thing. So we have a point system. She's doing chores. And then after she hits 20 points, then she can use her own money to go buy whatever Stanley she wants, just one.
What are her chores?
I made her vacuum 2 days ago. Every morning she has to make her bed. That's a point.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and make sure like the room is clean and make her bed.
Is there a chart on the fridge or somewhere where you can see how she's doing?
Yes,
So she can see how she's doing?
And also she has to write everything down, and she gets some bigger things will be like 2 points and stuff like that. But that way she knows that she can work forward and look to getting what she wants.
There you go. You got to work.
Out of the 813 says the problem isn't that they don't know how much it costs, because they do. They just don't care because it's not their money. Mm-hmm. The kids are extremely spoiled and entitled.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids out there like that. That's why you have to be on top of it as a parent.
Another one out of the 863. My son was grounded from electronics, and his granny went behind my back and let him use her phone. Mm-hmm. After I told her not to, she said it was fine and kept letting him play. 2 days later, she found out he spent $200 on a game.
Oh, Grandma learned a lesson.
Asked me for the money back, and I refused. I told her not to let him play, so that's what you catch. Mm-hmm. Catch them hands.
It's grandma's money. She's on a fixed income.
Nana Boo, guess what? Tricks on you, baby.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
All right,
If you want more, and I know you do, make sure you hit like and hit subscribe right below.